Welcome to Heart Magic Wisdom. Today I want to talk about perfectionism and how it is really a big problem in my life and the life of the people that I know. And it's essentially when a part of you is attacking yourself or another part of you. It's like you want to do something and you have this impulse and you really want to do it. And then another part steps in and tells you, well, but if you do it right now like this, then it won't be good enough. It won't be how you ultimately want it. So you shouldn't do it right now. You should do something else instead. And now the question is, how do you deal with it? Is this secondary part of you that is stopping you from doing the thing that you originally wanted? Is this a helpful voice, or is it destructive, or what is its purpose? And do you need to reconcile the both parts, or what to do? And I would say the understanding of it is the solution. So for me, as a musician, this happened a lot. And I also have friends who are creative. So this is a common thing. And what usually happens is you want to record something, and then another part of you says, well, you can't record it right now. And then it says good reasons, like, for example, you don't have the ideal microphone, you don't have the ideal room acoustics, you have not warmed up your voice. And so now you need to do the other stuff first. You need to think about what microphone you want to buy, then you maybe need to save for it. And then what happens is you obviously can't do the creative thing today because it's not possible right now. You need to do other things first, and then you don't do it. And if you think about it, the question is, how do you get from A to B? If you don't think about just this one specific product, let's say, if you don't think about this one specific song, but you think about becoming the person who has all the qualities that you want, that is a good songwriter, a good arranger, a good producer. I mean, this is me as an example. I'm sure you want other things, but yeah, in my case, I wanted to be all these things. And also, I wanted to finish the songs, not just play them for myself. I wanted a finished product that I could listen to later and show to friends. And how do I become this person? That's one question. And the second question is, how long can I hold the inspiration for this particular idea that I have now? So let's say I'm in my room and I have an idea for a song, and then a second perfectionism voice comes in and says, well, you shouldn't record it like this with the microphone you have. You should get a better microphone because this idea is so good that if you record it with a good microphone, this could be a hit and this could be your big breakthrough. Or it could even say, if you record it with this microphone, then you will regret it because it won't sound professional and people will think you're like a mediocre artist and now you wasted your idea on this bad microphone. And it doesn't really matter what exactly it says, but it's here to dissuade you from doing the thing. And now if you think about it, let's say you go through all of the steps that it proposes. You buy, first of all, you research the microphone and then you order the microphone. And let's say you have the money for it. And then it arrives and now it's 2 weeks later, let's say. Do you now still have the same passion or the same drive or motivation for this song, or isn't it usually different that now you have a different drive? You want to do something different, and you think, well, now looking at it again 2 weeks later, it has all these other sorts of flaws. So the arrangement is also bad. I need to change the arrangement. And so you can nitpick and nitpick and nitpick, and in the end, you won't have a recorded song, and you won't have done the process of starting with the idea, making it into an actual song that's finished, that's like a single file, like an MP3 file. And now if you just look at this, isn't it better to record the song as good as you can right now, and then at the end you have the MP3 file, and it could still just be a first version. You don't have to release the version, but now even if you wanted to do all the extra steps and make it even better 2 weeks later, now you additionally have a first full version that you can listen to and find out what you like about and what you don't like about. But perfectionism won't allow you to do this. So yeah, these are the two big problems. And another big problem is that you can only make something that reflects who you are in this moment. So you can't really do something different. So let's say you are full of sadness, and now you can't really create a song about happiness in this moment. And if you're, let's say, a beginner and you want to sound like a professional, it's really hard to do, because you are who you are in the moment, and you will sound how you are in the moment. So, I mean, even if you want to be better, at the moment you are exactly who you are, and the song will be a reflection of who you are, and you can't really break out of that. So it's like every time you do something, there's like 1 or 2% wiggle room to make it a little bit better or a little bit worse, and then you grow from it or you don't. But it's not like today you wake up and you write the best song ever that's like 500% better than anything you've written before. And I mean, even if we think this through, this isn't even like that great news if that would happen, because now if you would make this one piece of art, or let's say song, then now every time you would be somehow worried that now the next song won't live up to the success of the previous song. So, I mean, we have to look realistically at this and say, okay, overall, I want to have a nice life, and I don't want to work myself to death for my, let's say, art. But I mean, it goes for all aspects of life. I want art to be something that is an expression, sure, and I want it to be as good as I can make it, sure, but I want it to be a joyful act, a joyful part of my life. And so, because I want my life overall to be joyful, so now I need to figure out a way how I can make this kind of art in a way that I like and I still like the result. So it's about getting to know yourself. I mean, this is like one of the most important things in life anyway. It's all about getting to know yourself. What do you want from music? What does music want from you? Who do you want to be? How can you make a life so that you like the long-term results and the short-term process? And you can't really figure this out if you don't just do a lot of things and you try a lot of things, and then sure, you can look back and reflect on it. But the worst thing you can do is to not do enough because you have this idea of perfectionism. And many people even don't even associate the word perfectionism with something that is so negative, which is another problem. It's like, oh yeah, I'm this great visionary, I'm so perfectionistic, and yeah, it's just not like this. It's more like a part of you is attacking you and it's using the right words so it gets what it wants. It's more like a power play. It tells you what it thinks you need to hear, so you won't do the thing that's helping you. And the way you catch it is by thinking it through. You have to think it through. Well, what do you think? How should I live my life then? What's a reasonable plan so I can get the things that I want and be happy and, as I said, have the long-term results and enjoy the short-term process? And that's obviously the goal. We want to be happy, we want to get the results, and we want to enjoy the process. And are the things that the perfectionism is telling you even things that you thought through? Like maybe you find out there is some recordings that you like that used really bad microphones. I mean, just to go back to this microphone idea, but or really bad gear, really bad software. There's maybe some sort of beauty in the simplicity or the realness, or maybe they just caught the perfect moment and the moment is obviously gone after you bought the new equipment. It's a new moment now. And I made this a lot about music because this is my main thing that I think about. I mean, apart from like the bigger topics of life, but I mean, it also plays into these other topics. I mean, spirituality and philosophy is about understanding yourself. And if a big part of you is about making music, then obviously that's your sort of tool to reflect on yourself. But obviously it's about all sorts of things. It's about, we think, well, we can't go to this party tonight because we don't look so good today. Or, you want to start some sort of new activity. And in the beginning, obviously, you're not that good, let's say a sport activity. And then now you overcompensate by buying all sorts of equipment instead of just playing the sport. And one thing that helps with all of these things is to think, what is my goal? And if you think and you know that your goal is to make the world better, to bring good energy to people, to make something that makes the lives of people better, then that takes a lot of the pressure away. Because whatever somebody tells you, it's just like, well, I'm doing my best. This is the best that I can, and I have good intention. So, I mean, what do you want me to do, man? So immediately then it's impossible to attack you. So yeah, I hope this was helpful to you, whether you are an artist or not. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching and see you soon.